Reading from Sri Bhakti-Ratnakara Chapter 1 by Sri Narahari Cakravati Thakur. Glorification of the Vaishnava Prabhus. O my Lord Gaurahari, you are the abode of auspiciousness, which is as beautiful as the kirtan of Krishna. You are the ocean of elegance. You bestow a constant flow of devotion, and you are a mountain of love that is as bright as gold. Your beautiful features give soothing relief to the eyes of every living being, and you are mankind's salvation from all kinds of misfortune. You are the center of the Leela Vilas and the life of the devotees. Please be kind to me. O my Prabhu, Sri Gopal Bhatta, the bee at the lotus-like feet of Sri Gora, you are the sun which destroys the darkness of illusion, the ocean of kindness, and the greatest of all the Brahmanas. You are the son of Sri Vyankat Bhatta, and a valuable ornament of divine love and devotion. You are the destroyer of worldly miseries and a resort of happiness to the misery-stricken people. O my Lord, please save me. O my Prabhu, Sri Gopal Bhatta, a bee at the lotus-like feet of Mahaprabhu, you are the most skillful devotee of the Lord. O my Prabhu, Srinivas, whose complexion is as golden as Sri Sachinandana, you are the king among the Brahmanas. Please bless me. I constantly worship the companions of Srinivas Prabhu, who is like the desire tree of devotional love for Sri Krishna Chaitanya Chandra. My dear listeners, please repeatedly and joyfully hear the Bhakti-Ratnakara, which is the life of all the Vaishnavas and the destroyer of all miseries and misfortunes. Glorification of Sri Gaurasundara and his companions. All glories to Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the God of gods, who was a lover of devotion and whose beautiful features fascinated the whole world. He was the husband of Lakshmi and the son of Sachimata and Jagannath. He was the life and soul of Nityananda, Advaita, and Gadadhar. O my Lord, even the Vedas have glorified you, and there is no one who's not attracted by your Leela. You are the Guru, the power of devotion, and an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. You've manifested your Vilas through these features. The experts in Vaishnava religion always try to glorify your Vilas, which, in their opinion, is the source of well-being and good fortune. I worship these Vaishnava gurus without considering their education and culture. Srivas and his devotional companions, Advaita Prabhu and his devotional followers, Prabhu Sri Nityananda and his associates, Sri Gadadhar and his followers, and Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the Lord himself. Krishna used to show his Vilas through 6 channels: Guru, Krishna, devotees, power, incarnation, and revealment. Except by his favor, no one had the ability to understand the mysterious ways of the Lord's divine Leela. You are the Lord himself, the only resort of all living beings. I dare not speak a word against your will. All glories to Sri Guru Krishna Chaitanya, the mine of valuable gems like Gadadhar, kindness, and the giver of devotional love. All glories to Nityananda Ram, the ocean of kindness and mercy, the rescuer of the universe, and friend of the poor and unfortunate. You are the original embodiment of Mahaprabhu Krishna Chaitanya, and the only person who can fulfill the desires of mankind. All glories to Sri Advaita Dev, the kind-hearted savior of all mankind. You are a part of Krishna Chaitanya. I have not the audacity to attempt to describe your glory. All glories to Sri Gadadhar Pandit Goswami, who is the greatest inheritor of the power of Mahaprabhu, and whose devotional qualities overflowed their boundaries. All glories to Srivas Pandit, who is the greatest of all the devotees and whose devotional character was unobtainable even by the gods. All glories to Sri Sarup, Rakeshwar, Sri Murari, and Haridas. All glories to Narahari, Gauridas, Suklambar, Sri Mukunda, Vasumadeva, and Shankara. All glories to Vijayanidhi Pundarik and Vasudev, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. All glories to Gadadhar Das Pandit, Jagadish and Kashishwar. All glories to Sri Paramananda Bhattacharya and Krishna Das Brahmachari. All glories to the son of Acharya, Dvija Haridas, and lotus-eyed Roy Ramananda. All glories to Lokanath, Sri Bhugarbha, Sanatan and Rupa. All glories to Kashi Mishra, Gopinath, Sastijwar, Abhiram, Vamsi, and Sharanga. All glories to Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati, Sri Gopal Bhatta, and the other sons of Sri Vyankat. All glories to Raghunath Bhatta, Raghunath Das, and Sri Raghava, the inhabitants of Govardhan. All glories to Sri Hridayananda, Chiranjiva Sen, and Sri Raghunandana. All glories to Kanu, Dhananjaya, Vijay, Ramai, Sri Subhuti Mishra, and Sri Jiva Goswami. All glories to Bhagavatacharya, Madhava, Sridhar, and Das Vrindavan. All glories to Krishna Das Kaviraj Mahashai and Srinivasacharya. All glories to Sri Thakur Mahasya, Narottam, and Hari Shamananda. All glories to the innumerable devotees of Sri Chaitanya Chandra. Sri Krishna Chaitanya was the life of all of his devotees who were very fortunate. Having received his favor, unlimited descriptions rush to mind in describing the characteristics of the devotees of Mahaprabhu Chaitanya, who is always inclined to fulfill the desires of those devotees. Gaurachandra behaved lovingly with his devotees, on whose supplication he had agreed to incarnate in this world. The Leela that Sri Gaurahari enacted in the Kali Yuga was beyond the comprehension of Brahma, Shiva, and other demigods. That beautiful Leela of Sri Chaitanya was divided into 3 segments: beginning, middle, and final. The first portion dealt with Sri Chaitanya as a scholar. The middle portion dealt with the revelation of the glory of sankirtan, and the last portion dealt with Gaurachandra's life in Nilachal as a sannyasi after he commanded Nityananda to take responsibility for Gaudadesh. Kali Yuga was grateful for the presence of Sri Krishna Chaitanya as a glorious sannyasi along with his associates Nityananda and Advaita. Prabhu Advaita and Nityananda, the incarnation of Haladar Balaram, were the inseparable bodies of Sri Chaitanya. Who could realize the devotional sincerity of Nityananda and Advaita, who always used to swim in the ocean of love of Sri Chaitanya? Who does not wish to hear the nectarian conversations of Nityananda and Advaita? Long live these 2 great devotees of Sri Chaitanya. I wished I had the power to sing their glories in countries near and far. In Navadvip, Mahaprabhu Gaurachandra, Nityananda, and Advaita performed many delightful pastimes. The devotees of Mahaprabhu relished these nectarian pastimes continuously. The universe was purified by these transcendental leelas of Gauranga, but the enemies of the Vaishnavas were ever deprived of the pleasure of those pastimes. Those who received the favorable touch of the Lord's devotees sank deep in the ocean of devotional love. Mahaprabhu performed 2 types of sport, namely prakat, visible in the material world, and aprakat, visible only in the spiritual world. Sometimes Mahaprabhu appeared and sometimes he disappeared before his devotees. But while in appearance or in disappearance, Mahaprabhu behaved the same with his devotees. All the Vaishnava scriptures have described the Nadia Vihar of Sachinandana. In Chaitanya Bhagavat, it is stated that Gauraroy is enacting his Leela even today in Nadia, but only a fortunate person gets the opportunity to observe it. Mahaprabhu's devotion to Nadia Dham is a known fact. Whoever denies it is simply a sinner. Daily we worship that Chaitanya, Advaita, and Nityananda who, wearing the sacred thread, revealed themselves coming with their external companions in the abode of religion. Sri Vrindavan Chandra Gaura took pleasure in strolling through Nadia, followed by his devotees of many different religious sects. Navadvip and Vrindavan are non-different, In one place, Mahaprabhu exhibited his pastimes, and in the other place, Shyam exhibited his pastimes. Navadvip and Vrindavan seem to be two different places only to those who have no knowledge of the real identity of Mahaprabhu as the incarnation of Shyam. Only those who regard Gaura and Krishna as their life and soul can understand that Navadvip is identical with Vrindavan. By getting the favor of Mahaprabhu, one can realize that the Vilas of Navadvip is non-different from the Vilas of Vrindavan. Long live the devotees of Mahaprabhu. Now please listen to my narration. I would like to describe some aspects of Sri Gopal Bhatta's life and character. Sri Gopal was a great devotee and lover of the Lord. He had taken Gaurachandra as his life and soul. Srinivasacharya, the monarch in the realm of love, was the most favorite disciple of Sri Gopal Bhatta. The followers of Srinivasacharya also became very famous for their devotional attachment to the Lord. I want to elaborately describe the lives of those devotees for whom Gauranga and his associates were the only refuge. O listeners, I request you again and again to think only of Sri Krishna Chaitanya and nothing else. The real glory of Gaurachandra in this world was that he could be dominated by those devotees who had nothing but him within their hearts. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was the life of his devotees, and the devotees were the only concern of the Lord. According to the wish of Mahaprabhu, the devotees took birth in different places, and the Lord could meet them from time to time. The expert writers of the Vaishnava literature have described the meetings of Mahaprabhu with his devotees. Those who deny the truth of the relationship between the Lord and his devotees are sure to perish. I advise both devotees and laymen to accept this as a universal truth and not try to speculate on it. The sincere desire of the devotees is certainly more powerful than the Lord himself, for Mahaprabhu adores the devotional qualities of his own servants. Sometimes Mahaprabhu would go to meet his devotees, and at other times the devotees would go to meet him. The ancestors of Sri Gopal Bhatta. Mahaprabhu met Sri Gopal Bhatta in South India. I shall summarize the history of the Bhatta family. Sri Gopal Bhatta was the son of Sri Vyankat Bhatta. Sri Vyankat Bhatta lived in the south and was a renowned Brahmin scholar of all the Shastras. Trimala, Vyankat, and Sri Prabodhananda were three brothers, of whom Sri Gaurachandra was the very life and soul. Formerly they were worshippers of Sri Lakshmi Narayan, but by the favor of Mahaprabhu, they later became great devotees of Radha Krishna. During his visit to South India, Mahaprabhu Gaurahari spent 4 happy months in the house of the Bhattas. In the book Chaitanya Charitamrita, there is a beautiful description of the Lord's southern tour. There is no mention of Gopal Bhatta in the Chaitanya Charitamrita, but his family is mentioned. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Majjhila, chapter 9, there is mention of a Vaishnav named Sri Vyankat Bhatta who respectfully invited Mahaprabhu to his house. He worshipped the feet of the Lord and drank the water with all of his family members. It was said that Gopal, the son of Vyankat, became ecstatically emotional by drinking that water. Although he tried to control his body, it shivered in ecstatic love. Gopal was a beautiful young man whose complexion was as bright as a golden champak flower. His lotus-like face had large eyes and eyebrows, and his nose and forehead bore the bright tilak of the Vaishnavas. How beautiful were his ears and neck! How beautiful were his hands, chest, and thin waist! How beautiful were his shanks, knees, and reddish feet! He wore bright clothes and was decorated with many ornaments. Everyone was fascinated by his ever-increasing beauty and manliness. Having received Mahaprabhu, his life and soul, Gopal engaged himself most gladly in the Lord's service. I worship Sri Gopal Bhatta Prabhu, who was the best of all the Brahmanas and was engaged with utmost sincerity in the service of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I am unable to describe how Gaurahari favored Sri Gopal Bhatta.